All right, guys, we're back with another open WOD 21.2. Welcome to the Proven Fitness channel. Coach Nick here with your tips for this week. We're gonna go through all the strategies that we're gonna use. First, we're gonna start with that general warm up, just like we did last week. 3 rounds on this one, like we always do. We're gonna start with that machine of choice. One of the biggest things on this, I would say, use a rower, just so you can get some blood in your arms as well. Assault bike works great too. On that, you guys are gonna be doing 60 seconds easy, 40 seconds at a moderate pace, and 20 seconds hard to finish those. Okay, after that, we're gonna go to a banded good morning. I would suggest for most guys, you can use a green band for the right tension, and then a red if you need to move down from that. After that, we're gonna go with a 10 rep per side single leg glute bridge. You can use a bench for this to kind of get that activation in your glutes. And then we're gonna move on to that thoracic extensions, okay? 8 on each side for that with the reps. And then we're gonna do the push-ups plus the 4 mountain climbers with the lunge, okay? That's gonna get some good blood in our legs, get us ready for the burpees, and the push-up will get us ready for our arms and the dumbbell snatches as well. Then we're gonna go into our primer for the workout, okay? So we're gonna use this time to hone in on the actual specific movements that are programmed. So the burpee box jump over and the dumbbell snatch. What we're gonna do is 3 rounds. We're gonna do 10 alternating dumbbell snatches with the prescribed weight. So if you're using the 50 and the 35, do that. We'll have the level 1 and the level 2 notes linked below as well. When you are done with that, you guys are gonna be resting 90 seconds. And during this time, especially on the burpee box jump overs, we want you guys to make sure that your technique is on and that the standards are on. Just like we talked about last week, this is the perfect time to talk to your judge. Make sure that if you have a camera set up, it's where it needs to be. Make sure, especially on this workout, that that tape line is right down the middle of your box and that you can see it on camera on both ends, okay? So like I said, rest a minute and a half, and then I want you to increase your intensity as you go on that one with each round. We've got some of our athletes' times on here from when we tested this back in 2017. STREAT had a great time on this one at 10:13, so we're excited to see that with him tomorrow. And then, as you can see, Tia and Brooke had a really close go at it in 2017 as well, so that'll be fun to watch them do that. So be sure to check out that video as well, because we will get that up just like we did last week. We're gonna break it down by levels, just like we did last week, okay? And with this being a couplet with only the dumbbell snatch and the burpee box jump, we're gonna have a lot of the same performance points, but obviously the level of the workout is gonna go down as we go, and we're gonna give you options for everything you need to do. So level 3, we're looking for a sub 12:30 time on this. Just looking past data, the women tend to be a little faster on this one, up towards the 99% and above, and then it kind of drops back to where the men get faster as they go. So just keep that in mind as you move through this one and you're checking the leaderboard overall. Now on this one, we're gonna work on a steady tempo on the burpee box jumps. If you guys need to utilize a step up to help your heart rate, if maybe you're a bigger athlete and you might struggle with those burpee box jump overs, but you can really move that dumbbell, this would be a great opportunity to step up on each burpee, try to recover yourself on each rep, and then you can move on from there. Now we need you to stay unbroken. If you are in that level 3 category, you need to be unbroken on the dumbbell the whole time, okay? And not only unbroken, just like you saw Justin and Sam today, like you need to move those reps quickly, okay? So we need to work on that transition from the top. They got rid of the standard this year where you have to be below your eyes. So if you're an athlete that likes to drop it from above, if that helps you, just make sure you do get that full lockout at the top before you move into the next rep. Now, this workout really starts halfway through, right? When we get to the set of 40, that's technically where you are halfway through this WOD, and that's where we need to pick it up a little bit. That's gonna be what separates our team from everybody else, right? Because when we work on pacing, that's where it will be. Now, when we move into level 2, we're looking at a goal of sub 15 on this one, okay? And like I said, you can look at that past data because it is out there. Beyond the Whiteboard has a great chart that you can look at on percentiles if you want to, and you should know where you landed if you did this before. Now, same thing on this one, you need to have a good game plan going in, and especially if you're better on one movement than the other. What we suggest is finding a good steady pace on your burpee box jump overs, and just like we talked about on level 3, if you need to use a step up and a step down from the box, that may help you get that heart rate elevated throughout the whole workout so you can get to that dumbbell and keep moving quickly. You may need a plan to break these dumbbell snatches up. Okay, in the level 2, you may not be as comfortable doing all 150 reps. So into the set of 40 and 50, make sure that you're breaking that up, or at least you have a plan if you need it. Like we talked about 17.1, we already have the framework for how we did. So make sure you remember that. Go back, look at your score, and kind of figure out and try to remember maybe some strategies that went right or went wrong and what you can do for tomorrow. So level 1, we're gonna have the same framework like we talked about. We're looking for a sub 20 on this, so just to finish, right? That's our time cap, so we need to be smart on a game plan. Now, this workout's really lower back intensive, and you may remember in 2017, that was kind of the biggest issue with people kind of rounding their backs, not setting themselves at the bottom. If you've never done this kind of volume in a workout, you may need to look at the more scaled option, right? Like we talk about every day on the app. If you need to go down to that level 1 and drop the weight and go to the step ups on the burpees, that's totally fine. If you are gonna go for it, we do have a couple suggestions to where have a plan even from set 20 on the dumbbell snatches, right? Break them up really early and have a plan to stay on it as you go. And maybe you're an athlete that can move a little quicker on the burpee box jumps and then just move through those snatches, okay? So on this, a couple just key reminders: know yourself as an athlete and be smart, and then make sure that you have a plan to get yourself to that 20-minute goal, right? So once you get to that 17, 18, 19-minute mark, you still have some gas to give yourself the best score on the leaderboard. All right, guys, so there's your game plan. You should be more than prepared to give your first go tomorrow. Remember, if you want more inside tips and more tips from our coaches directly, you can always head over to SugarWOD, where you can sign up for our program, and our website as well. And then also we are running the leaderboard giveaway, right? So if you hashtag PRVN on any of your open posts, it will go to our social, and we're gonna pick some winners at the end of the open. So remember, be sure to like, subscribe, comment below, kind of tell us how you did this week once you watch our video, and be on the lookout for all of our athletes hitting this workout as well.